Hello, everybody. We are back with the Cult of Larry Draft League Initiate Division Season 5, Weeks 5 and 6. Yes, a double week of reviews. It is the Helix Fossil here, and as always, I am with.
Kelpo. And yes, we are back with another double feature.
Yeah, two is always better, right?
Yeah, especially when one of those two is still incomplete because we had some extensions and some FFs this week.
Oh, yeah, we did. That's right. Get the games in, children. It's totally fine, though, if you need the extensions. Just try to schedule it so you can get it in. Um, we have 4 games per usual for the double week. 2 from week 5, I think, and 2 from week 6. Trying to find games can be challenging at times. We try to keep the close ones in there, or games that are interesting or something funny happens. So we've got 4 here for you. So we'll start with the week 5 games. And right off the start, we have GDP getting featured for the first time, and I think Eruption getting featured for the first time since the Kraydilly game. Poor guy.
I think we had eruption.
Did we?
Uh
I don't remember.
yeah, versus hysterically, I think.
Oh, we did. That's right.
Yeah.
Any initial thoughts for this one?
I mean, even even in the rain, I still feel like Terra Torterra goes pretty crazy here.
Yeah, I say doesn't Shell Smash Torterra White Herb just clean?
Pretty much. I
EQ,
mean,
EQ Rock Blast, Bullet Seed.
I mean, if you're like if you're Terra Water, I mean, Swampert can't really hit you hard
No.
enough, I don't think, without some prior setup. And yeah, with a White Herb, and if you get it in, it's uh can definitely be a 6-0.
I mean, I think you're faster than the rare Scarf Zapdos, right? You
Um,
might not be. It might be close.
at double, I'm terrible at math. It would be
That's what the calculator's for.
yeah, if you're 328, you are slower, even with max speed shell smash. Torterra is very slow.
Yeah. So that's the only thing is, if it'd be the only thing I see right away is if Eruption went Scarf Zapdos to counter that, or if he went Mirror Herb and then, well, if you Mirror Herb a Zapdos, I think you just lose 95% of games, especially in rain. Like you just don't win those. um, so kind of like, I mean, I like Torn. You hit everything. You hit all your shots in rain. Um, obviously, Mega Sizz is good. Jellicent. I mean, it seems like the best, a decent set of mons for GDP to bring against rain.
Yeah, and a freeze dry Kyurem, like there's not a lot of switch-ins to that either.
Yeah,
It's
Kyurem, if you gotta be special, I think, for Earth Power into the Metagross. Otherwise, Metagross just absolutely bops you. Or
I mean it
Kyurem.
walls you, but then you have a pretty easy Scizor or Uxie switch-in for the Metagross.
True. True.
So
True.
I think the matchup is definitely GDP favored.
Well, let's see if Eruption can pull it out.
So good lead by
Yeah, nice.
GDP. Good scouting by Eruption, another knockoff.
Smart, smart,
Uh,
smart.
getting the Damp Rock off is fine. Uh, wow, yeah, that Jellicent.
8. I wonder if that's it's got to be offensive because I think Jellicent's pretty. I mean, get Hurricane does do a lot.
I mean, I can see physically defensive Jellicent for the Swampert,
Yeah.
so it probably isn't. It's almost always going to be.
Willow, a smart just in case. I mean, can't hurt. U-turn. No, it's helmet. Yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah, so it should. Okay, pretty safe Scald.
How much is this Hurricane gonna do? 50. Yow.
Oh,
And unless
that's
you're a
a
Scarf, you have to swap out. Nope. Okay, so is he Scarf? Because Zapdos is faster than Kyurem, and you
I
don't miss
think
Hurricane.
I think I think it's a respect swap for the on
Roll.
the chance that it's a scarf, or if it's a scarf,
Yeah.
you
GDP
don't want
does
to
love
risk
a
scarf
GDP
Kyurem.
does love a scarf.
That is true. So
Oh,
unfortunate,
but so
unfortunate defense drop.
yeah, but if the defense drop, I mean, you might as well just stay in. Scissor isn't touching Mega Swampert. I mean, yeah,
I
U-turn
mean,
might hurt a
I
bit,
think.
but you're gonna lower it by a ton.
I mean, what if it's the what if it's the Trailblaze Mega Scizor technology?
Then GDP is above us all.
Yeah, very true. I mean, I think worst case you flip turn there if you're scared of it,
Yeah.
but I don't see. I think the switch was also pretty unnecessary.
Uh, Ooh, getting a nice lucky burn. Although you may have wanted to toxic that instead.
I feel like
Oh,
if it had
GDP
toxic,
Aroma Veil. Come on.
to be fair, I forgot that thing.
I had it in a my low tier league recently. It was a good low tier mon. Not very good. It doesn't seem very good in regular play, but a lot of damage with these scalds.
Yeah, getting some
But a
good
wish,
burns,
huh?
some good chip.
Thunder, voltage. Okay,
Scizor into the Zapdos is a
it's
bit
got to be
odd.
specially defensive. I mean, Heat Wave still. I mean, God, it does so much.
Well, even still, I mean, if it was if that was discharge and Scizor got paralyzed or something, that could be
Oh,
very troublesome.
bulk up, ice punch. Okay.
Ice
Oh, Giga
Punch,
Drain. Yowzers.
Giga Drain,
Good tech.
good
Calm Mind. I mean,
cover, and it's Calm
this has
Mind.
got to be toxic here. You Lum? Show me Lum. Dang, no. Okay.
I feel like you always go Scizor there to scout for the toxic.
Yeah, or you take
Because
this, or you just take the. I mean, I would have gone. Does he not have Psyshock? Huh?
well, but I mean, but like Aromatisse cannot touch Scizor. There is
No,
nothing
no,
the
no.
Aromatisse can do. So you are always. It's so easy to just go Scizor and then you turn
Yeah.
on whatever. So the toxic on Yuxi felt a bit greedy.
You mean the Calm Mind?
Yeah, I meant not switching
Yeah.
on the toxic. Excuse me.
No, you're good. And Hurricane. Oh, Roost. I mean, just preserving the Pelipper, bulky boy here. Strength sap. Oh, it
Yeah,
does
that's not
nothing.
gonna. I mean, Pelipper has no physical attack, so that's
No.
and it's just burn lower strength ups.
That's a great question. I don't know the answer.
I don't actually know either, but
So they changed it to like it used to be. It just showed you on Showdown as your attack cut, but sometimes it shows you the moves cut.
the base power is cut.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm not
Um,
because it's because I think it's because of body press because burn still
I
affects body press just like intimidate does too.
I going hard Kyurem there felt wrong. It felt like
I think is he just
you
sack? I think he just feel like he was sacking it maybe.
maybe, but it still seems really useful. I mean, it clearly threatened Zapdos out, and
Yeah.
it's it was in bullet punch range from the Metagross already, but I mean, no rain up, and I feel like it can still do a lot.
Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. Although I'm sure you were just clicking roost. Okay.
Rooster,
Interesting. What's oh uh-oh. He's gonna hit knock. Okay, you hit
set up
knock off into the.
Metagross. Another. Okay, yeah. Now it's the Kyurem sack.
Okay, okay, so what do you go here? Okay.
Horn
Oh, you're at
and
43. Oh
that
no
that's
no
the
no no
knock,
no!
and
Why
then
would you
it's
do
the
that?
and then hard
It's over from here,
Torterra.
right?
Yeah, but
Is he
I
6-0?
don't. You just go down, but you just give the Tornadus and then go into Torterra, and then Terra,
Yeah, whatever your choice.
and
Also,
hope
I
you
think you could have lived if you were physically defensive. Thunder Punch is, I don't know if it's doing 43. You could have got a Willow off.
before the weakness policy. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't. That was, I mean, you live and you learn. Rough one, GDP. But yeah, I think there are a couple plays out of this. I don't think you won. I think you had lost the game at that point. It would have been really tough to come back. But you could have cut the the differential down a bit, maybe one or two, which might matter, might not matter. Eruption, good stuff. Way to get a 6-0. We showed you getting 6-0 before, so hey, that's great.
Yeah, I mean that was the first win for this team. Going into this match, GDP was undefeated and Eruption had not won a game yet. So
Wow, there you go,
very
taking
very
down
strong
GDP.
upset.
Okay, we're gonna move on to the next one. Or got any final thoughts for this one?
No, I mean I think obviously I mean when you see agility Metagross, I think you should have alarm bells going off in your head that like this is probably weakness policy.
Yeah,
Or
what
it
a cool mon Metagross is though. God,
But yeah, I mean, so the knock was definitely. I think you just U-turn into Scizor probably, or maybe you're physically defensive Jellicent
well, I was taking
probably
thunder. You
chucks.
couldn't take two thunder punches. So I think you just had to sack. You had to sack something and then get off
Yeah, I
the.
mean, you probably just give Torn then,
Yeah, I think you sack
but
Torn.
you don't. But yeah, you don't. You never knock there. You
Uh,
you just you just give it and then yeah, you can just go hard into anything else I think and threaten it back out.
was a
Um,
was a nice play though. I mean, he saw his opportunity. He got the agility off, and everything was weakened enough for him to clean. So good stuff.
yeah.
All right, next game, Rift v Hysterically. I think I do remember this one. Boulders. I've just drafted Boulder in an off season. It is so good. It does look good here. If you, I mean, it just looks good here in general.
Yeah, I
Close
mean,
combat, earthquake, earthquake, mighty cleave. I mean, it just, I mean, unless there's sashes or something, it almost just 6-0s.
yeah, I mean Boulder. There are not a lot of things that want to switch into anything that it hits. It's so powerful.
Yeah, the boost, being the fastest. I mean, 120 or something like that, 124. It's way up there. Speed, means you're so fast after the booster, you can just run pretty good amount of bulk, and then the max attack. So let's see. I mean, that's the only thing that like just looks like it runs through Hysterically's team.
Yeah, I mean,
But
there's not really a switch into Mamoswine either. I mean,
yeah, you'd be surprised. Bundle has more physical defense than you think,
well,
and it
but
does have
right,
the.
but not an earthquake, not a banded
No,
earthquake.
not an
It'll
earthquake.
take an icicle crash. It
Oh
won't
yeah,
it will not take two banded earthquakes.
no,
I don't
but
care
yeah,
how much I don't care how much defense that thing has.
yeah. Palo, Terra Palo, and I guess Terra Water Palo maybe is pretty decent.
Not if you're running the freeze dry.
How if you run the freeze dry? I do love the freeze dry Terra.
Memo freeze dry is legitimately really
Yeah, oh, it's
good
really good.
for
It
a lot
used
of
to be,
bulky waters.
yeah, it used to be standard. I just prefer toxic, but
Mm.
let's see. Okay, let's jump in. The staple remover versus the doctor Hoodra. Ooh, Dragon Tail. It's a nice tech.
Not the switch that probably wanted to see.
No.
Good rocks.
Ooh, 45. That's
That
hefty.
does. Yeah, definitely physically defensive Palisand.
Yeah, you need a
Which
special attack.
what was the Terra on it? Oh, it was poison.
It's poison. Okay. That's probably
Interesting.
why he clicked psychic. Okay.
Yeah. Well, also I don't think you're I don't does it even have anything else to hit this with?
Uh,
Coverage wise? I
Dark
guess
Pulse.
grass not. Oh yeah, Dark Pulse.
And it also
Uh,
has, I mean, I'm assuming it's psychic, volt, sludge. I'm surprised it didn't go Dark Pulse with the boulder. But I mean, you're not really doing much. Bold choice when you saw Dragon Tail.
I maybe he was threatening maybe I guess maybe he thought he was gonna swap and
It was up. That
save the
was
stack. I don't know. I yeah, no, I think that was overly
the
greedy.
booster energy. I love it. Substitute bold on. Oh, he got the red.
On yeah, I mean
Oh
he
my
gets the
God, Surf
sub.
Stance. I think I would
He
have just
goes
preserved the sub and gone for the kill.
and just hit the yeah.
I mean, maybe he knew it survived. It was fully defensive. Yes, sash. Yep. So you're gonna die to CC. Good play by Hysterically to get himself out of this. And was he not speed boost? He forgot speed boost. Unless he wanted the blaze boost for the. Wait.
Maybe there was a role where
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Blaze O code Archalodon or something.
Ooh, the mid to late game webs. You gotta go
And the
bam.
Terra bug keeping it alive for a little
Mammo.
longer.
Oh no, not Mammo. You got Focus Blast. Oh, he's Psychic. This is a good call. Good read.
I mean, I think you were sacking
Yeah.
Sneasler at this point. Nothing. It's slower than everything with webs up, and
Yeah.
no
Well,
no boost. It was kind of
especially if he has the EVs where he doesn't really need it.
yeah. Getting rocks back up is. I mean, if the Galvantula isn't boots, then that's very good.
Bummer. I think this was had to be Specs or Scarf. Here
Ammo
comes
comes
knockoff.
in. Knock. That did surprisingly little.
Scorching Sands. He's fishing for the burn. I love it.
No burn. I think this Palisand has brought Scorching Sands multiple times, and I don't think it's ever burned anything.
Ice Beam. I guess he just wanted the chip. What?
Maybe he didn't want to miss. Maybe he didn't want to miss a Hydro.
Okay, is this thing? If it's boots. Okay. Defog. Oh, okay. I get it. I get it. That was smart.
Yeah, going for. I mean, that's how you guarantee the end game, right?
But I mean, couldn't you just click Dazzling Gleam twice? Could just click Dazzling
Yeah,
Gleam twice.
probably. Actually, wait. Yeah. I don't. Yeah, that may have been overly safe then.
Yeah, I think you just click
Just
D-Gleam twice. I mean, maybe. How? Previous turn. It's 11%. Zero investment D-Gleam definitely kills.
sure. Yeah, surely it would have
Because your
to.
boots. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's just screens. Maybe it's U-turn. Although it'd be odd to be defog. Um,
Oh wait, actually, yeah. If U-turn's the only offensive
yeah,
move,
maybe it didn't die. We don't know.
maybe.
We won't know. I mean, he won. 1-0 and 2-0 is really not that big of a difference. What if this? I mean, I guess we never saw. It could have been Scarf.
Yeah, we don't know what the bundle. Although, well, if it was Scarf, it would have outsped the Mamoswine, I think, even with the webs up.
Yeah, because you could have been modest even and still outsped max speed. Mamo. Yeah. So, okay. That was a good one. That was really close. Rift with a really nice late game play. No idea what was on here. We'll never know. This was a rough play, but Hysterically did a great job, honestly, to not get rolled by the boulder right away. So that was a really good one. Good game to both. And then who's next? Aha! Omnic, another mod, and Chuddy. I do remember this one. Anything glaring you see right away?
So we have the Meganium
Well, yeah,
again.
the greatest mod
It's
in this division.
I man, this thing is every week. It comes every week, and still
It
this team
does
keeps winning.
something. It
So
does something every
it
week. Let's
does
not just say it
something every
comes
week.
every week. It does stuff every week. Don't remember if it does anything this game, but I do know that it's come a lot and done a lot.
Yeah, I mean, looking at this, if Kiram's out of the way, this Claude is very scary for this team to break. Scarf Goldango is also potentially very problematic. Um,
Doesn't Earth Power from Sandy Shocks just do 50%? I mean, Claude's got to be
uh,
like full special
to
defensive.
max Spadef Claude, I feel like the Sandy Shocks would need to be like Life Orb or Specs or something. Claude's really specially bulky.
Yeah, but Sandy Shocks is like 135 special attack.
What? No, there's no way. There's no
Sandy
way it's
Shocks,
that.
I think it's 136. Let's look. Shall we?
Yeah, it's 121.
Okay, I was wrong. It's still a lot. Glamora is like 135.
Lamora's 130.
There we go. A tie. But this is, I mean, 120 is still doing a lot with an Earth Power.
Probably. I mean, I don't know. The issue though is that like everything else on the team checks it,
Yeah. I
so
mean,
it's going to be really hard to get it in without being punished by something else immediately swapping.
it's like a mixed bag. It's not good against, obviously, the greatest Gen 2 starter of all time in Meganium. But, Shin Pao doesn't want to take, a Thunderbolt. Doesn't want to take an Earth Power, doesn't Earth Power, Thunderbolt. This doesn't want to take a Power Gem if that's what you went. But I don't know. Greninja looks decent with found out Sludge Wave is a thing. So Sludge Wave, Dark Pulse. If it's
Nothing.
unaware, you're pretty good. But I wonder if it's water, just for the
I don't think
growth.
you ever run unaware into a Greninja.
Well, I mean, you don't want to get. It's pretty decent against Kyurem or Zom.
Physically, I feel like Kyurem with no boost still just knocks it out with an icicle spear.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
The Blubber Nugget. Okay, so it's screens. So this is a screens offense game.
So this is
And
it's
we
a
find out it's water
utility.
absorb. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, good to scout that early and make sure.
Yeah. Oh, that's rough. And I'm taking 25% because there's no
Oh,
removal. So that was a smart play to start.
yeah. Oh, wow, that just 8.
Blubber Nugget Claude. Oh my!
That does a
is this
lot.
is this physically offensive, Claude?
It, I surely it can't be.
No,
I
I think
think
this
I
is
think that's
this is
just a
just
max
full
to
send.
death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're getting 5.
I
So
feel like
wait, is this dice?
you have to swap. I'm pretty sure it's weakness policy. I
I'm
think you
always weakness policy.
Wow, not swapping on a Willow is very. Oh wow, and he doesn't Willow.
Yeah, I don't know why you don't
Wow,
willow then.
I feel like you just if he Willows there, I think I mean this Kyurem just doesn't do anything for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
I guess goes
Come on.
Meganium.
Oh
Sure,
no.
and there's the weakness policy.
So Meganium did
Meganium is
something. It just
it
activated the
it was
weakness.
it was detrimental. It did nothing but
So
well, I guess okay, it gets it in range of the ice shard at least.
banded. Yeah, that's how we're gonna view it. We're gonna say Meganium, Terra Fairy, put it within range for the banded. I'm assuming banded ice shard.
Probably banded ice shard.
Okay, so what comes in here? Heatom.
Rotom.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
you body
it's not
press.
gonna take
I
the.
don't
Yeah, I
think
think you're
that
just
mattered.
giving.
Well, I think
No,
you just
I
didn't
mean
need it
the.
anymore.
Yeah, no. The Curum's down. You don't need. Wow,
Goodness, that
that's
does so much damage. Your
that
chances of hitting
crunch
2
did.
are less than 50%. Yep, and there you go. I would have stayed in if I were him.
I mean, well, the crunch didn't even do half.
Yeah, but you weren't hitting another one. I mean, Earth Power. It's okay. Okay, so this
Nothing.
is physically defensive. It has to be because that's non-stab. There you go. That's what you needed. I mean, if that's doing 37, basically by 1.5 more, roughly, I think it's doing over 50%.
It's probably expecting the Slowking to come back in. I guess.
Light screen. I mean, do you have? I feel like you should have gone reflect. But oh, here. I mean, this is we learned not good. Psychic noise. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, keeping it chipped for.
I mean,
Oh, but I mean, you're just giving an Amorous now.
yeah, but you have a
Or
little bit
it
of
lives
damage.
on. It
Doesn't
lives.
matter though. It just recovers.
Yeah, you just get to recover now. No, this is rough. The Claude, you had to the Cure was really I think the only thing that could break it, unless you were. You know what? I specs Sandy Shock's probably 2 hit at it.
Spec Sandy Shock's actually really good this game. Yeah, because you can't. Well, we can't. What are we gonna click? Dark Pulse? Yeah. I mean, Claude, big game from the Blubber Nugget. Sludge Wave found that out from watching this game that was a
No,
thing.
Tapu Fini drank that.
Beanie is so fat. And the typing is so good. OS?
Uh,
Yeah, Misty Train does prevent that. I'm not sure it mattered too much.
I don't think it did. I think
Maybe
you just go back in. I feel like you just go back into Goldank. I mean, Shampoo probably had Sacred
he
Sword
doesn't.
too,
Okay, so
so
it doesn't have Earth power. It was Reflect, Light Screen, Terra Blast,
would
Volt Switch.
Terravolt switch.
Man,
Yeah, I
that's tough
mean,
because Clodsire just absolutely eats you alive.
yeah, I mean, I understand the Terra Water for the Rotom Heat.
What? Just clicks Thunderbolt.
No, no, no. I mean to hit it offensively.
Oh.
No,
Yeah,
no, no, not defensive. No, no, no. As a defensive Terra against it. No, no, no. I'm
yeah, but it was
saying
like more. It looked like it was a. It looked like the water was a defensive one because you get Power Gem still, which I mean I know Terra Water does so much more damage than the non-stab Power Gem. But I would have gone. I almost would have kept your typing or have just gone Terra Ground. I don't
Terra
know. That's
Ground
tough.
for the. Yeah, I mean, I think part of it too is
Hindsight's
that.
obviously 2020 here.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Chuddy played that really. I don't think Chuddy could have played that any better. You know, great lead to get up rocks for a team that had two huge threats not running boots. Terra Meganium did exactly what it needed to do, per usual.
That's the storyline we're going with.
Yeah, of course. Mon is incredible. It's a 2-point Terra that basically neutered Pure and Black. Come on. All right.
This is gonna be the reason why Staraptor stays at 10 points with Terra.
No, we gotta change that. That's bad.
Someone drafts it and just never brings it.
Yeah. All right, last game here on our first dual double feature. We have GDP again versus Rift Walking. This one is something because it looks honestly Scarf, which I think GDP ranks a lot. Scarf, Urshifu looks really good here.
With terrain, it really doesn't though, because I mean, the offensive threats are all going to be faster than it with Scarf either way. I can understand not bringing Scarf or Shifu to this, especially because I mean, if you're banded Sucker Punch, that's.
I'm just looking at the 6 right here. I'm just saying.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm saying during.
Oh yeah, during prep.
When you're prepping for this team, there's no reason to bring Scarf or Shifu.
No,
just because
right
you're going to get outsped by anything anyway. But if you knew the 6 that were going to be brought, then Scarf
just
or
on
Shifu would have
here.
been good.
But
I mean, interesting with no terrain. I mean, I don't think this team has ever not brought terrain. So
I wonder if Riff saw Torterra and just thought, well, it's just free Shell Smash if Tapu Koko's in, because a Shell Smash from here with like Terra Poison, Terra Ice. Maybe.
Yeah, no, that could have been rough for sure.
I mean, yeah, because full defensive Chimecho probably gets killed by like loaded dice Bullet Seed, right? I mean, even if Terra Grass, honestly, you would have been just fine. I guess you had to be a little careful of the Archelodon swapping in and catching you trying to, hit something with the Terra Grass Bullet Seed and getting +5 defense. But yeah, I don't think this is unwinnable with what you brought. I do think, obviously, Boulder is an issue. Again, if you lose Mega Sizz, you're kind of in trouble, and if you don't have Sucker Punch, you're really in trouble. So like you have to keep these two pretty healthy. Let's see how it goes. Okay, Sizz, Palo. Okay, Rocks.
Early Rocks is good.
Swords Dance.
Immediate Terra Water. I guess he needed to live a Wicked Blow. He probably thought it was banded.
Banners, yeah. I mean, I feel like you see Scarf, 60% of the time banded the other part, and then you do. I mean, Trailblaze, is he Trailblaze? Wicked Blow. My goodness, that eats it.
Wow.
Helmet.
Yeah, that's I mean that's got to be max defense
Um,
Tangrowth, and it's still just
81. Man, that does a
uh,
lot. Do you just let the Palo go down? Yeah.
yeah, you
I
just
think
give
that's
it.
you got rocks up. I mean,
They
everything
got
else is.
rocks, and Urshifu is
Yeah.
even if it.
So what?
Okay, so it
What?
was
What?
Chople, which I understand. I understand the Chople
I get it for Boulder. I
for
get that.
Boulder. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that was I'm fine with that. Um,
But
I
our
also
Chaldon is a
understand.
bridge. It can't be that fast. Like, how much
So
speed does he
it's so Archaludon, if it's max speed with beneficial nature, it barely outspeeds Adam and Urshifu.
What a brang. I don't know, I have to ask what Rift's logic was on that. Okay, here's my question then. Is this Mirror Herb? Is, I bet this is, if we don't see an item, I only know a little bit about this game because I watched that happen, but I wonder, looking back, is this Mirror Herb to just bring in when the Torterra comes in? Because it's
I
so tough.
I think they talked about the the Archaludon set when it happened.
In the chat of
Uh,
this game,
in the no in like the post game channel.
because it looks like the best brang I've seen in like years of playing. Like they're just incredible. I mean, what item
Uh,
do you have? Is he gonna knock? Why? Yeah, I mean, I could have told you that was coming. What item do you have? There you go.
I mean, the Chimecho can't get toxic now, so I honestly think that's better for it.
Oh yeah, I was just saying you should have brought it in play and dropped the Willow earlier.
Hmm.
You turn. You're gonna take helmet. Tangrowth is a bulky boy.
It is. I mean,
Sleep powder.
I definitely think it's better. Ooh, no sleep powder.
I was just curious. Although I guess you would actually be able to bring sleep powder since you have no cocoa.
Oh, oh, it
So
was Choppleberry,
Choffle. Okay.
which it got 8, and then I mean the defense boost
I mean,
keeps it up.
Bug bite was clever. Do I think he did that to knowing there was a Choffle Berry on it? No, but that
Well,
was
Bug Bite's just the best bug move you can
yeah.
have on
Without
Technician.
U-turn. When you don't want to
Yeah.
U-turn, yeah. Hilarious. I mean, Archaldon, so good. I need to draft it. What does Chime? Yeah, I mean, Yawn. Is anything asleep? Nope. So,
Nope.
oh,
You can
toxic.
just
Oh my, it's just a
okay. I
status
mean,
spreader.
yeah, both. It was definitely an interesting bring to have Toxic and Yawn
Yeah,
on
I
this
mean,
for depending on what you need.
there are a couple. I mean, when you have rocks or spikes up and you're bulky like this, you can just click Yawn on forever
And yeah, and just keep forcing things
because you're
out.
just eventually selling. You can't. I mean, Yawn's got like what? Oh, it only has 16. I thought it had like 50 PP, one of those. But I mean, it's still 15, 16 turns of people taking rocks or spikes. Still something decides they're actually going to sleep. So interesting.
So hard Torterra here
Psychic noise. He
into oh,
knows
okay,
it's Terra
Psychic.
Poison, right? Isn't it Terra Poison?
I believe so. It's usually I think it's mostly been Terra Poison and
Terra
Terra
Poison.
Steel.
I don't know why with a Terra Poison so much, but I mean, a Payapa. Okay, a lot of
I mean,
berries today.
yeah, I mean that makes. I mean either that or Shuka. I think makes perfect sense.
I just don't know where. I haven't seen it shell smash like all
I
season.
don't know, synthesis, which
What
I
is?
mean,
I mean, you get toxic here, don't you? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Click yawn. Yawn again. Do it.
yeah. Well, you yawn on the poison Torterra, and then you
Okay, he's got that. There you go. Recover. Okay.
probably didn't want to get chipped for the.
Yeah. The bundler. It doesn't really matter, but the extra chip is nice. This is looking tough for GDP right now, and that
Yeah.
is
That's specs,
probably yeah.
surely. good read on the
God,
UC
Chimeko.
coverage.
Chimeko
Yeah,
just
it's just eating.
and
I
nothing
don't
can take a yawn anymore. Yep.
that actually did more than I was expecting. I mean, that's got to be max special
Yeah.
Chimecho probably given that damage.
Yeah. You gotta smash, man. Right? Nope. I don't think you have.
So I don't think this Torterra has Shell Smash. Once again, because I think it still just gets outsped with terrain up.
Yeah. But you may get you may get a free kill on Coco, and then depending on what you have for your Terra, you may have been able
That
to
did
take out.
nothing, by the way.
Yeah, it did nothing. Boulder's a big.
That
That's got to
was
be
that
bulky
was
Boulder.
that's AV. That's AV. That was confirmed after the game to be AV with quite a bit of HP as well.
Oh, mystical power missed. Just toxic this and get this. Call it a day. U turn. Yep.
There we go.
Is he gonna do some cheese to get something else a kill, or is he gonna let Chimeko just sit?
I think he's giving it to Chimecho.
I mean, it doesn't matter. The Toxic's gonna get it. The Toxic
Yeah.
officially gets it now. Chimeko was like unkillable here.
Chimecho with
Man,
now two kills and no deaths.
that's good value for like what, 2 or 3 points?
I think it was 2 points, and that's with Terra, I think.
Oh man, it was that cheap.
Maybe
I
it's
know it's
three.
like a really good low budget Terra.
Yeah, well, because yeah, you can get some draining kiss Terra Fairy shenanigans with it.
I mean, just Terra Electric and it has no weaknesses.
Electric, steel. Yeah, no, they're definitely good tears for it. What?
It's
How
good.
many
It's a
points is
good
it?
little mon for the price. And Rift played that really well.
Uh,
Rift got 2 wins on this, didn't he? Yep,
yeah.
good wins. Good stuff, Rift. GDP a little unlucky here. Probably looked like he prepped for quite the heavy offense with the um, terrain, and it didn't
Yeah,
come. He
this
brought a
was.
lot
I
of
mean, this was.
bulk.
Yeah,
This was
this was
bulky.
definitely the bulkiest team that I think Rift has brought. Because I mean, and you can't really fault GDP for prepping for hyper offense because that's all Rift's been bringing every week is just terrain setup, SD with Boulder, and just getting that positioning. So I understand the thought process, and I don't think that the thought process itself is wrong. Rift just did a really good job.
Oh, it was really good prep. I
Uh,
mean, what
yeah,
was why?
bringing.
I'd have to. Did they say anything why he had so much speed on the stapler?
I looked through it. I didn't see.
Rift, if
Um,
you're watching this later this week, will you let us know why there was so much speed on our child? It was great. Obviously, I just don't know why. Unless it was for that exact reason, and you just
well,
had this.
I think part of
Yeah.
it. I mean, it could be because like this. I mean, GDP's team gets super outsped. So if you know that going into prep against GDP,
I mean,
it might the thought process might have been I don't need to run speed. I just need to run enough speed to beat certain minimums because my opponent isn't going to run speed because I outspeed him with speed,
yeah,
you know?
Shifu, you have to get like. I mean, in my opinion, Shifu's got no special bulk. Like, I'm pretty sure a hydro pumper, you know, just absolutely mops it from a modest bundle. I'm pretty sure it kills it. So like, there's no, and then it just seems like it's a tough. I would have brought speed personally. Obviously, I mean, I get why. I get the thought process, or at least have been like jolly up to some certain mons, but it's whatever. Obviously, that's tough. I was just curious what the speed on our Chaladon was for, because I doubt it was just to outspeed zero speed Urshifu. I really thought it was going to be um, Mirror, but I was wrong. Huh.
Mm.
Chopple. I get what the Chopple's for. Obviously, because you take the body, you take the CC, you get the defense, and you just hit it with a body press. and then you definitely kill from the lower and the boost. So, all right, let's check on our standings. Clippy, what are you doing? That's
This is
it's one of the
I
best
have
seasons I've ever seen.
never yeah, no, I especially in this division, I have not seen dominance like this before. No,
Well,
this is crazy.
Clippy, I think we may have put you in the wrong division. That
Well,
is,
he applied for this division.
yeah. I mean, maybe he fooled us. On the other side, the Cats team is
You
is
think
0-6.
you think we got heisted?
I think
You
Clippy
think
got one over
this
on us.
is you think even though he he said this is his first draft league, you think he's actually just CTC?
I think it's Joey Pokieaim.
Mm.
It's probably it's yeah, it might be envy. I don't know. I'm thoroughly impressed.
we're, we're gonna get to finals and he's just gonna type GG, it's MV, and
Yeah,
then
that would be
that's
really funny. Um,
uh
I
but
mean,
no, I mean jokes aside, I mean this is it. I think mathematically you're technically not in playoffs yet. Like one, like if
no,
you
he is.
lost your last
He is.
three with, oh yeah, wait, actually,
Isn't he? Because if you lost, I guess if you lost,
if
I
you
mean,
lost 3 games 6-0, and well, because we still have people, we have enough people with 3 wins that if no, but even then, I
it,
look it, I don't think it.
if you look at the schedule, he's in because some of these teams right here are playing each other, so not everyone's gonna end up with.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's true. That's true. So yeah, with I mean, even then, it's like the chances of it are so small. So I mean, Clippy is all but confirmed, pretty
Clippy
much.
and Chuddy's is basically all but confirmed,
Cuddy, I also think,
or Halford.
even yeah, I mean, even with I'm trying to think like because even with 3 bad losses, I don't think Chuddy's
You'd be
out of it
plus,
either.
you'd be 5-4 and you'd be +1, which should almost guarantee you.
That should probably guarantee it as well. So yeah, so top two
I
are all but guaranteed
yeah,
at
I
like a
think with
spot.
Yeah, I think with 14 teams, we've seen a lot more 4 and 5 teams make it over our divisions. Somehow it's worked out that way. But yeah, I think you're basically guaranteed to get in if you're you're almost guaranteed to get in if you're 5-4. I think for most instances in a 14-team league.
Yeah, and then Rift with two solid wins, also looking good. Which there is a very big gap both in like just in differential. There is a clear middle, and then we have our top two.
Yeah, and our bottom two.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so Kurt hasn't played week 6 yet,
Yeah.
so he could go up 2 and 4 and then be
Oh,
right in that sort of glut with some of the others.
I think the cat team
Steve,
is out. Sorry, Steve.
I think unfortunately, I don't think there is a way for the cat team to make playoffs at this point,
There are
which
playoffs in
is
our hearts. Playoffs in our hearts for
honestly, I
sure.
mean, I mean that's honestly been, I think that's the biggest tragedy is that we don't get to see the cat team in playoffs. I was
We're
I
gonna
was
have to
hoping.
watch a Cats game here. Steve, if you win, we're definitely watching the Cats game,
Oh
100%.
yeah, it doesn't even matter if it's a
Yeah.
6 turn 6-0. No, we're watching that. But
Yeah.
out looking
Anyone
at the other
here to?
looking at the other 13, I think
This is
anywhere
all
from
close.
anywhere from third place to 13th, I think is no one's safe and
No.
no one's out of it either. I think there's
No. I'm a little surprised to see. I guess everyone caught on to what Omnic was bringing, but I think just a little adjustment, and Omnic will jump right back up here pretty quickly. His team's so good.
yeah, we haven't seen the week 6 game from Bald Spot or Papa Jabo
And
or Helix.
Helix, yeah.
So yeah, so some of those could be 4 and 2s with good differential, or just more 3 and 3s,
Yep.
which keeps things even closer. So I think I think we'll probably uh like going into the final week. I think I'll probably put out a like what every like what needs to happen for X person to make playoffs and whatnot.
Uh,
But up until that point, yeah, I mean, we have a lot of close.
yep.
It's a very close race in the middle.
So Clippy's plus 31, and Comfy has 14 of that, or 13 of that differential, basically. And um, and then there's the one game from Gliscor. Is there anything else up here?
Mew's gotten 6 kills.
Yeah, but that's no, it didn't get 6, did it?
Well, it has 6 right now.
Oh yeah,
I don't think it was from one game, but it
no.
was. It does have 6. Um, I don't think anything
Hey,
else
but
has
you know what
really
has
been
6 also?
Meganium.
Yeah, just casually ahead of things like Kiram, Terra
Still,
Lucario,
still ahead of the Dragon Ball.
Dragapult, Mamo,
Although
Urshifu.
Dragapult is catching up to it.
Yeah. Um,
That's
nothing crazy except obviously the Cradily is
yeah. The
just
Cradle's
here,
still
seven and
chilling
one.
in
Hey, got
the
another
top
kill.
10.
It's because of just because it has the one death. If you look at Chuddy's is actually kind of funny. So it doesn't have anything in the top 10, but from 11, 1, 2, 3. It's got 4 mons from 10, 11 to 20.
Yeah,
But
very very evenly spread.
yeah, that
Uh,
makes it tough to. It makes it a little tough to prep for because you realize he's not putting everything on these
yeah,
mons.
and then you have to after you've prepped for what Chuddy should be bringing every game, then you have to account for the Meganium factor.
Yeah, so he's just absolutely killing it with Trailblaze Sword Stance. Love it. Big fan.
Looking at next week's matches, I don't believe. I think the only. Well,
Cross is
so
a big one.
Well, yeah. So first and second, who are both uh, far and ahead. We definitely have our top two going at it, which is going to be very hype. And then GDP versus Omnic, I think, is going to be very important for both teams. Because with one more win, GDP is most likely going to be in playoffs, and then Omnic needs to.
No, a win for
Uh,
Omnic would be massive for him because he only really needs to win one out of his last two instead of both of them.
yeah. Which I mean, I think any match between two middle of the pack teams at this point in the season is going to be very important.
Yeah, if you're 3-3 at this point, winning now makes 4-3 a lot less daunting to make playoffs than 3-4, where you basically you have to win. It's out of your hands if you um, go 4-5.
Yeah.
So
4 wins with a positive differential is typically the floor for playoffs.
yeah.
So yeah, having 4 wins versus 3 wins is night and day at this point. So
Well, that'll be the one I'm looking forward to the most.
yeah, that one's going to be hype for sure.
This will be a good one too. Requiem still got her game, I think, this week. Eruption got a back-to-back wins, I think. So
Yeah, no, eruption is 2-0 the last 2 weeks.
who is Buffalo Blaziken? Sorry, I'm blanking. Oh, that's Kurt. Okay,
That's Kurt,
Kurt.
who maybe 1-5, maybe 2-4. We don't know. That match hasn't been played,
Yeah,
so we're
first
not sure.
the Cats.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, it's also a little difficult to look at standings because we
Yeah.
still have some week 6 games yet to be played. But yeah, these last 3 weeks are going to be do or die for a lot of these teams.
Yep.
So
Get your game scheduled. If you need an extension, let us know. Or sooner is better than later, obviously. But keep up the good work, guys. Kelpo, any last thoughts?
Terra Meganium 6-0
Oh,
against Clippy. It's the only thing. It's the only thing that can bring that team down, I believe.
yeah, I guess Terra Poison, Terra Blast, Swords Dance probably just runs right through it. But I don't know if, I mean, that's assuming Comfey doesn't go stored power.
Yeah. Well, he may also leave the Meganium at home since this is his toughest opponent.
That's why he needs it.
Yes, in his
Come on.
darkest hour.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, this looks better than Masters. Masters is a mess.
Uh, well, I think
These are at
that's
least real Mons. Masters has just the worst Mons up there.
what do you
Uh,
mean? Your Lapras
no,
is
Lapras.
chilling.
Yeah, but there's like an Arctivish. I think Corviknight's like 14-1 too. So like, it's just silly.
Mm.
All right, guys. Well, we will catch you guys next week, or we'll have another double in 2 weeks. So appreciate you guys getting all your games in, and we'll catch you later.